Okay. So first is activity 6 that will be presented by Abiyu Zaki.
Yeah. Activity 6A. Have you ever said something positive when your friends are in a bad situation? Yes, I have said something positive to my friends. B. How do you say it in your mother language? Jangan menyerah, tetap semangat. C. When do you usually say it? When my friends are feeling down. D. Why do you say it? To cheer them up and to encourage them. A. Why do you think you should it say? Because we need to help and encourage our friends whenever they're feeling down. F. Why do you feel after saying it? I feel relief and happy. G. What lesson can you learn from the culture of saying positive things, encouraging or reassuring someone to do something no matter what the situation is? Saying positive things is great, but it can become toxic positivity if we do it excessively.
Okay, next is activity 7 that will be read by Hafiz.
Baik. Read read the following tips to encourage someone. A successful leader is a leader who can feel people with hopes. I is a leader. Oh ya Pak. Tunggu, ya. With hopes. I as a leader you should encourage other with pos- positive comments. Not all leaders are blessed with this gift. If you are one of them, follow the following tips. Number one, invite them to have a private talk. Two, let them talk. Three, understand their feeling and don't be, belittle them. Four, analyze the problem. Five, when a solution comes up, ask them if they can do it or not. Number six, put yourself in the tray shows don't act as a superior. Seven, give and grow given that they can go through it.
Okay.
Hanya
Next, activity 8 will be presented by Wirda.
Okay, so in activity 8, we are supposed to be a WWF supporter and complete the table by using even though, although, and though to encourage the protection of orangutan with positive saying. So, the table 1, I will do whatever I can do to save the habitat of orangutan, even though the local authority disagree with me. No matter how difficult it is to influence others to do the same, I will campaign and share awareness about orangutan although many people don't care. Though there are big corporates that oppose me, I will not give up to fight for the habitat of orangutan. Even though staying the habitat of orangutan is not an easy thing to do, I'm sure that the WWF will not disappoint me, and I'm still proud to be their supporter.
Okay, next is activity 9. Dialogue 1 will be presented by Hussein as student 1 and Ancha as student 2.
Okay, the one activity 9. What is the WWF doing?
Many things.
Yes.
WWF is trying to save the forest in Indonesia.
That's going to be a talk joke, even though WWF actively encourage people to save the forest. In reality, the problem of deforestation is getting more complex.
I agree.
Deforestation is getting more
That's
complex.
I agree. That's why it's so hard to restore the forest in Indonesia.
Okay, next is Dialogue 2, activity 9 will be presented by Reza as student 1 and Rido as student 2.
Is it true that the local authority is going to reduce the number of private cars as a means of transportation?
Yes, it is true. The policy has gotten so many support from social organizations.
Even WWF is going to support it.
You're absolutely right. WWF will do whatever it can to reduce the number of cars as a means of transportation, although people will not support the idea.
Next, Dialogue 3 will be presented by Tiwi Pratiwi as student 1 and Rizky Ramadan as student 2. Is Tiwi here? Pratiwi. Hello, Tiwi. Okay. If Tiwi is not here, I will replace her. Okay. According to the Gerald Mullenhorst from Utrecht University, if you have a close friend for more than 7 years, you will never be estranged from your close friend.
Hope you have a serious quarrel with your close friends. You will always be together.
Yep. But even though the statement came from an expert, I still don't believe it. I have been estranged from my close friend after being friends for almost 10 years. So why do I give conjunction though and even though? Because it shows the contradiction of the dialogue itself. Like here we can see that even though they have a conflict with their friends, they will always be together. That shows contradiction. And even though the statement came from an expert, which is Gerald Mollenhorst, the student ones still don't believe that statement because they have been exchanged from their close friends after being friends for almost 10 years. So it shows a contradiction in both questions. Next. Okay, wait. Activity 10 will be delivered by Nabila Azahra.
Okay, so activity 10 is write what we know about the use of even though, although, and though in the K column of the K, W, and L table. So in the K table is what I know about even though, although, and though. Even though, although, and though are contractive conjunctions to express unexpected result of something of connect to different ideas. In the W column is what I want to find out. What I want to find out is the differences and when to use it. In a L table is what I have learned. So I have learned even though is the strong choose and formal conjunction and can be used at the beginning and the middle of sentence. And although is a semi-formal conjunction and also can be used at the beginning and middle of the sentence. And the last is to can be used casually and the only one that can be used at the beginning, middle, and the last sentence.
Okay, next activity 11. Text 1 will be presented by Nora Alicia.
Okay, activity 13. Read the following text involving the use of even though, although, and though, and answer the following question. The text one, with the title, You Keep Them Safe So They Can Survive. Even though it is difficult, with your help and support, we can keep rhinos, African elephants, mountain gorillas, and Amur tigers safe. Over the past 50 years, supporters have helped WWF and our partners bring them back from the brink of extinction, although it is not a simple problem. We have achieved important policy wins, such as helping get the global moratorium on commercial whaling and controlling trade in endangered species like tigers. In 2010, WWF supporters play a key role in securing a commitment from the 13 tiger range countries to work together to double wild tigers number by 2022. At last, the world is working together to save the tiger, and WWF supporters were a key part of that. You can play a vital role in ensuring that we will continue to live in a world in which animals like polar bears, orangutans, pandas, tigers, and black-flanked rock wallabies survive and thrive. So the the question, part A, from reading for specific information. Number one, how long has WWF tried to preserve endangered species in their habitats? So WWF has tried to preserve endangered species in their habitats over the past 50 years. Number two, who saved the endangered species? Yes, sir. For number one is based on the first paragraph from the first paragraph over the past 50 years. So for number one, how long has WWF tried to preserve endangered species in their habitats? Based on the first paragraph, WWF has tried to preserve endangered species in their habitats over the past 50 years.
Sentence 2, paragraph 1, sir.
Yes. And
Next,
number two, who saved the endangered species? WWF, with their supporters and partners, saved the endangered species. It based on the first paragraph also. So sentence the second sentence, after the 50 years, supporters have helped WWF and our partners bring them back from the brink of extinction. Number three, how many species could be saved? There are 4 species, which are rhinos, African elephants, mountain gorillas, and Amur tigers. Still on the first paragraph, on the first sentence, at the end of the first sentence. Number 4, who can play a vital role in saving endangered species? The readers and WWF supporters can play a vital role in saving endangered species. It based on the last sentence of the paragraph, or the closing of the paragraph. Part B, reading for main ideas of the text. What is the text about? The text is about WWF's efforts to preserve and save endangered species. Part C, reading for detailed information. Number 1, is saving the endangered species easy? Underline the statement to support your answer. So based on the first paragraph, even though it is difficult, with your help and support, we can keep rhinos, Africans, elephants, mountain gorillas, and Amur tigers safe. And over the past 50 years, supporters have helped WWF and our partners bring them back from the brink of extinction, although it is not a simple problem. So with the use of even though and although, that means this is not an easy work. And next, number 2, according to the text, mention WWF achievement up to the present.
The WWF has achieved important policy wins such as getting the global moratorium on commercial whaling and controlling trade in endangered species like tigers. In 2010, WWF supporters also contributed in securing a commitment from 13 tiger range countries to work together to double wild tiger number by 2022. This answer is taken by in the second paragraph of the text. Part D, reading to get meanings from the context. What is the meaning of the following statement? Number one, even though it is difficult, with your help and support, we can keep rhinos, African elephants, mountain gorillas, and Amur tigers safe. This means that we could save the endangered animals if we work together. Number two, over the past 50 years, supporters have helped WWF and our partners bring them back from the brink of extinction, although it is not a simple problem. This means that they have succeeded in preserving the endangered animals. Yes.
Okay, next.
That's all for me.
Thank you, Noah.
Thank you.
Activity 13, text 2 will be presented by Nurul Zafira.
Okay, next, text 2, friendship. Do you have a close friend? Is a friendship or relationship always good and without problems? It's impossible to happen because there is a fact, but close friends that remains untold. The fact is, no judgment and only unconditional love. When you're in trouble or feeling down, one thing you expect from a close friend is understanding. Your close friend will usually understand your feeling. However, there might come a moment when your close friend cannot understand you. If this happens, what will you do? Though your close friend doesn't understand your feelings well, you cannot blame him or her. Maybe your close friend cannot understand your feelings due to the unclear communication. Unclear communication happens because you cannot communicate your bad feelings well. So your friends cannot give you a solution to your problem. So the question for part A, reading for the specific information. Next.
Sudah.
Next. Number 1. What is the writer's opinion about friendship? Based on the writer's opinion, friendship doesn't always go smoothly and without problem. In fact, sometimes your close friend may not understand your feelings. Number 2, does a friendship always run well? Why? It doesn't always run well because there's a fact about close friends that remains untold. Part B, reading for main ideas of the text. What is the text about? The text is about the two sides of friendship. Part C, reading for detailed information. Number 1, what do you expect from your close friend when you're feeling sad? So when we feel sad, we expect understanding from our close friend. 2, in reality, does your friend always understand your problems and why? They will not always understand our problems because sometimes there will be a misunderstanding between us and unclear communication. Next. Part D.
Yes.
Reading to get meanings from the context. From the context. Find the synonyms of the following words based on the context. Number 1, smooth. It means always good and without problems. Number 2, judgment. It means assumption or perception. Number 3, unconditional. It means unquestioning or unreserved. Number 4, untold. It means unspoken or secret. And for the last, number 5, down. It means sad.
Okay, next is activity 14, making dialogue about opinions about endangered animals, will be presented by Reza Rizky Nwabila. Josh being Reza, Lucas being me, Thea being Tia being Noah, and host being Nabila Zahra. Noah, you can start.
Hey guys, I've been really concerned about endangered animals. I'm afraid that they would go extinct if we didn't take action.
Even though it is alarming, there are multiple organizations that aim to preserve and save those animals.
Really? Like what?
Take WWF, for example. They have rescued many animals from going extinct for over 50 years.
Yep, that's right. Although it is not simple problem, they get help from their partner and support. Third,
I see. So, what do you think we can do to help them solve this urgent matter? Next, Iki.
Sudah. Halo.
I do believe that it can be solved only if we all work together.
It feels pointless if people around us doesn't even want to pay attention though.
come on, don't be too pessimistic. I'm sure a lot of people also care. It's best to join an organization or be a WWF supporter so you don't lose your motivation.
That's right. And if you find a community of people that has the same goal, I'm pretty sure we all can save the endangered animals.
Hello?
Hey
Reza, you
guys,
can start.
yeah. Hey guys, sorry, I'm late.
There you are, Josh. I thought you'd not like to come.
What's wrong?
We would like to know what really happens between you and Lucas. We heard that you had a fight yesterday.
That's right. He took away my wallet without my permission.
Did he took all your money?
Well, no, he didn't.
Then what makes you so mad at him?
Even though he didn't take my money, it's so impolite and I just don't like it when people take my stuffs without permission.
We don't understand. We have been best friends for 3 years, and now you guys fight just because of that? You should talk to one another.
Yes, I agree. You should talk to him, although he will not say anything. Oh, there you are, Lucas. What a coincidence.
Hey Josh, I would like to say sorry for what happened yesterday.
No, Lucas. I should have told you guys since a long time ago how sensitive I am. I had not tell you guys clearly.
Yes, we understand that. We are going to be more careful from now on, Josh.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
That is all our presentation today. If we make the purpose, I think.
Yes, sir. That's all from us.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Not yet. Okay. Sudah, sir.
Yes, sir. Harusnya dia di bagian pembacaan dialog 3, sir.
Sir, question. Itu kan activity 7 dia bilang heard the following tips, dibuatkan juga voice note. Okay. Okay, sir. Siang ini juga bisa aja, sir. Ya, sir, bisa.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.